She's going to have to float it up. It's going to be late, and that is it. An exhale from 18,343, the largest crowd ever to watch a Seattle Storm basketball game, and they see a classic 85-83. We saw a little bit of everything in this one, but the bottom line is Seattle wins, and they go to 2-3, and Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever gave it a great effort, but they fall 2 points short, and they are now 0-5 on the season.
Did I just miss something, or were they supposed to shake hands out of respect after the game? Welcome back to Mike Rock Uncensored. If you guys are enjoying the content, as always, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like, subscribe, and follow button so that you can receive all the latest updates as soon as I get them available to you. I can't think of another subject or topic that I've done more often in the last couple of weeks than what's going on with Caitlin Clark. And it's sad, really, because everything that's going on around her, it's not even being created by her. She's a star player. She's going in, she's playing the game, and you've got people hating on her because they are not her. There's no other explanation for why these people are doing it. And then you guys just saw that video. Anybody that plays basketball knows that when you get on the court, it becomes a battleground. You're fighting to win the game. And then when it's all over, there's a mutual show of respect by shaking hands, saying good game, patting each other on the backs or butts or whatever. And then you go about your way. Caitlin Clark was actually looking for that. She is a competitor. She knows she's on the floor. She is giving it her all. She's yelling, screaming, doing whatever she's got to do to win the game. And then when it's over, she's trying to take off who she needs to be on the court and get back to respecting each other and showing the love that she has for the game. Nobody was there when she turned around to reach out, and at least that's what it looked like. So it's got me wondering, is this, has the respect for the game changed? Or was this a deliberate and intentional show of disrespect for who Caitlin Clark is? I keep looking at as much footage, as many articles as I can to see if somebody can realistically explain why all of this is happening to Caitlin Clark, other than the fact that people are just hating and jealous about what she's accomplished in her short time as a WNBA player. On the one hand, I don't like it. I think it's foul. I think it's a huge disparagement of justice for her, simply because I don't see her reacting or lashing out at people the way that they are lashing out at her. And even with this whole thing with the Olympic snub, I didn't know it was as deep already as it was. I just thought that maybe she jumped into the league. She's making all this money. She's getting these endorsements. People were hating on her for that. I didn't know that it was actually deeper than that. And you've got the Team USA coach. So Caitlin Clark gets snubbed from Team USA. And then you find out later on that, what's her name? Cheryl Reeve. She's actually been hating on Caitlin Clark since day one. She put up a post on X. I can't even show you the post because I think she's been getting so much backlash that she decided to make her account private, at least for now, until she decides how she wants to address the entire nation about comments and stuff that she's made. But I do have an article from the USA Today, and we're going to go look at that now. Last month, as Cheryl Reeve was preparing for her role as head coach of the 2024 U.S. Olympic women's basketball team, she also was posting on X, formerly Twitter, about the first preseason game for the WNBA she coaches, the Minnesota Lynx. Specifically, she was telling her followers where and how to keep track of the game, since it was not being televised like the first preseason game of another WNBA team, the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark's new team. In her post, Reeve chose to single out the 22-year-old Clark as she discussed the decision to televise one game rather than both, With USA Basketball in the midst of evaluating Clark and other candidates for the women's team that will go to Paris this summer, Reeve posted 2 comments on X on May 3rd, referring to the popular rookie. She first reposted a WNBA post promoting Indiana's upcoming game with Dallas, adding this message on top of it. Also in action, Minnesota Lynx versus Chicago Sky, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Though fans won't be able to watch, Lynx fans can go to the Lynx app to follow along via play-by-play, or if you're in the market, come to the game as we start the season off right. Reeve then added 2 hashtags to her posts. Hashtag 12 teams, the number of WNBA teams, and hashtag the W is more than one player, i.e. the WNBA is more than one player. Someone else on X under the post asked, is there a reason why it's not being shown? What they're saying is that if you go and look at it now, so I retweeted that post to kind of show the bias that they've been showing, including Team USA coach Reeve towards Caitlin Clark. And like I said, I retweeted it, I responded to it, and then when I went back to look at it so that I could show you guys this video, you can't see it anymore. So she hasn't taken it down. She's just limited who can see her post and why. And I think that's real chicken of anybody you can't get on social media and say certain things and then instantly regret what you've said. Stand by that. If that's how you felt, that's how you felt. Explain that as opposed to maybe I shouldn't have said that. Let me take it down, or let me go ahead and block everybody, especially when you're in the position of being a coach and you stoop down to such childish levels to play this game that nobody should be playing. But if it is being played, let it be played amongst the players. You shouldn't have a bias. If your team isn't getting watched on TV, maybe it's because you're just not that entertaining. Again, people fail to realize, yes, when you're playing a professional sport, yes, you're competitive. You want to win. You want people to cheer you on. But when it comes to the other side and the people who are shelling out money to make this happen, they want to be entertained. So if you're not entertaining, guess what? They're not going to want to watch. So the decision to show the Indiana Fever game over the Minnesota Lynx game, it wasn't personal. You made it personal. It was about the fact that you don't put butts in the seat. And with this whole, what was it, the Seattle Storm? How do you, I'm not going to accuse you guys, say that you purposely and intentionally did not shake her hand. But I've been playing basketball a long time, and both as a player and as a coach, the first thing I do when we win or lose is we show respect for the other team when we go to shake her hand. That's what it looked like Caitlin Clark was searching for. She was searching to both give and get the respect for how good of a game that apparently was. The first thing that they said when the Seattle Storm won was in front of a sold-out arena. They were excited about that. So why are you not just as excited about the person who did it for you? Just call it what it is. I would love for someone to just straight come out and say, we're jealous of Caitlin Clark. We're hating on Caitlin Clark because we are not her, but we also need to strive towards being better at this game, towards putting more butts in the seat like she's doing. We need to find a way. They're not doing that. They're just hating on her. So hats off to Caitlin Clark, man. You're being bullied by the entire league right now. And somebody else brought this up the other day. It doesn't even look like your teammates are defending you the way that they should. If this was a man's game and you were throwing shade at Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant the way that you're doing to Caitlin Clark, man, go ahead and tell me that the Chicago Bulls or the Los Angeles Lakers wouldn't have been standing right by his side to say, you got us all up. Anyways, man, that's just my 2 cents. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, man. We will see you guys in the next video. Caitlin Clark, stay strong. Peace.